Well, good evening, everyone. Andrew Kircher here from Port Huron Museums, doing my best to dress appropriately for boat night. We've got boat night going on, of course, traditionally the biggest night of the year in Port Huron, and there was just so much going on that I thought this would make for an excellent little tour. I don't know if I have too much historically to add. There's always something, right? There's always some notes. But I thought this would be a great way to look at what's going on. I'm up here by McMorran, so I'll flip things around. So I'm up here by McMorran, the plaza right here. You can see the city is doing something a little bit different this year. The fact that we have a very kind of an enormous art fair that is going on. Lots of craft vendors. In fact, the museum has its own booth that we'll show you here in just a second. But lots of live music, some fans who are watching. Looks like we're putting on the Ritz with the live music. The fountain's running. So there are vendors from kind of all over the state, quite a few local vendors as well. And here in the museum booth, we have Lauren and Ian. So they'll be really excited to show you. We got lots of information here. And of course, some of the best from all of our museum stores, with a couple of special deals on offer for boat night. So you can come check all of that out and all the other vendors. You can get your set of postcards, posters here, all available. So stop by, say hi to Ian and Lauren. But lots to see. I think we might take a right turn here, though, and go see if we can't go look at some of the boats. So it is a good night to ride your bike if you can. That's what I did. The wheels are sitting here locked up. Parking, of course, can be a challenge on boat night, the busiest night of the year. You know, it's amazing when you read kind of the history of boat night and you read some of the old articles. They frequently get over 100,000 people here to Port Huron. So what do you guys remember about boat night? That might be a good question. Maybe I should type that out and pin it. But what are your biggest boat night memories? Is it something you always came to? Something you avoided like the plague? This year, with the construction of the McMorran Plaza, they're really trying to shift the center of gravity a little further inland than maybe it has been traditionally. But it allows them to make great use of Huron Avenue. And of course, the lot here, the old Erie Square, is now where the carnival is. So a couple of interesting things to note about the carnival. Maybe we'll walk by or kind of behind the side of it here. The carnival here is kind of the earliest part of what used to just be called the Blue Water Festival. It goes all the way back to the 1930s. They really started having Blue Water Festival like 1934, 35. And by 1938, one of the other staples falls into place. And that is the parade, the International Day Parade that goes along with the construction of the Blue Water Bridge. So we got all sorts of food trucks here, some locals, places like Moe's. Jamaican Jerk is here. They also have a stage set up for the big concert right in front of Old Main. Of course, the old Port Huron High School. And the bus terminal is still kind of as busy as ever. So we'll head over to the river and take a look at the boats. So it looks like people are already maybe starting to get their seat for some of the concerting tonight. It's kind of interesting what they've done. They've broken things up into, last night was a rock show. I think the band was called Puddle of Mud. Tonight, it is a country western show. So there are some country artists that are going to be here tonight. So they expect pretty big crowds. The weather's pretty nice. You know, it is overcast, you can see. But that just means the sun isn't beaten down on everyone quite as bad as it usually does. In the middle of July, you know, your weather can really vary. Can be a bit of a crapshoot. Pardon me. So lots of carnival rides here. I see a super slide. There's of course a Ferris wheel. There was a merry-go-round. Kind of looks like a scrambler. Anybody here have a favorite carnival ride they want to throw up in the comments? Your comments always do help us a little bit. Not only do I like reading them and getting to talk with you, but they help other people get to see the feed. You know, we feed the almighty algorithm that fuels everything. But you can see just how many people are out and about already. And it's just a little past 6 here. Oh, it's almost 6:20, so yeah. The tilt-a-whirl and the tilt-and-hurl. I guess maybe two contrasting opinions on probably what sounds like the same ride. All right, we'll slip across the street and head down here towards the water. The zipper, that's could be a fun one for sure. So for many years, right up until the 1990s, there was something called the Blue Water Festival that actually organized all of this. They eventually kind of disbanded, and really different parts of this, it's almost like a by committee. There's a number of different committees that organize everything. It looks like some people are getting their kayak off. That is a type of boat, right? So you can see I dressed for the part. I'm currently between yachts myself, so I don't have a yacht for the Mackinac race this year. But you know, maybe there'll be some for sale signs. We'll see. So we're heading through the parking lot here. And heading down. Hello! How's it going? We're giving some folks a live tour of boat. Now we got people watching from North Carolina all over. So, well, it is boat night after all, right? Yes. I'm between yachts right now, yes, but you know, it's always good to window shop at these sorts of things, right?
Good to see you.
So,
thanks for all you're doing.
Yes. So, well, thank you for having us. So, for those of you who might not know, we've got the Grant Smith here who helps us out with. Yeah, we're live out to the folks down all around the country. So sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot there. Yeah, we head out. This is one of the ways we get to talk to people, and we're showing off all the new highlights, like the new Port Huron sign. What do you think of the new little like postcard there?
My word.
It's pretty cool, right? Nice spot for a selfie.
Wow.
So we're gonna go take a look at the yacht.
Good to see you.
So
all right.
A pleasure.
You got it.
So that was the Grant Smith of Grant Smith Health Insurance Agency. Caught him maybe a little unaware. Didn't mean to, but yeah. So this is from the young professionals here. Greetings from Port Huron. All right, so we're at a crossroads here. We can go left. We can go right. I kind of like the tunnel, so I think maybe we'll start off by going right and exploring the little tunnel here underneath the 7th Street Bridge. So the Black River, very high water levels in the last couple of years, of course. People watching from all over the state. And this will go all night, so you know, you can watch this as maybe a preview, make the decision whether you want to come on out, see it all in person. Everyone who is everyone, of course, is now at boat night. Oh, hopefully our signal's back. Was maybe interrupted there for a little bit under the tunnel. But I see we also have Gary with the Atomic Cart. Maybe we'll get a couple words from him. You can see how brisk ice cream business is going down here at boat night. So lots of people, of course, out and about. Doing great. So yeah, it looks like just about every slip is full. All of the folks who have a boat are out and about, parked. Everything from little power boats to the great big yachts. It's always amazing to see the forest of masts here. So yeah, we're right here by SC4. This is, I think, the Health Services building now. It's where the nurses train, which is a pretty cool place. They've got like simulated ambulances, but take a look at all these boats. and things are just getting started. So most of the yachters, I actually was talking to Paul Miller this morning as the yachters were all registering for the big race. I saw and talked with Andrew Beeler. He's our state rep, and he also, I know him from, he's the last person to live in the house that my wife and I bought. So, I see him, talk with him on occasion. I was asking him, his yacht is called 50/50, and they will be in the race. I think he might be some of the only racers I know personally. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's some racers who are watching I do know, and I just don't know you're in the race. So let me know. So plenty of parking at the bike racks. Still a great night to come out, and you can see the boats are parked several thick. Gridlock traffic as far as the yachts are concerned. And it's nice and cool. And a good night for, oh no, almost an escapee here. They caught him though. He's, looks like the pup's secured. Glad we caught that on camera. So yeah, sometimes when you look at pictures, the Port Huron and Mackinac race is 98 years old this year. And they've run it consecutively for 98 years, which is one of the most interesting things. Oh, here's my kind of boat coming up. Take a look at it. So even during World War II, which you'd think with all of the wartime restrictions, they would stop, but it's actually really interesting. They contacted the Secretary of Navy, they asked him about running the race, and he actually suggested to do that race. Because they were training all of those naval techniques that were going to be so vital. So this is my kind of boat here, the Jessie T. It's like a big old tugboat. Enclosed, beautiful wood steering wheel. Probably wouldn't be the first one up to Mackinac, but she's a sturdy gal. It sure looks like. Gorgeous ship. I think that might be my favorite so far, but yeah, I'm a little biased, so. So even during World War II, they continued the race. They found it pretty important to do. And as a result, it's the longest continuously run sailboat race, I believe, in the Western Hemisphere. Might be a few that are maybe a little older in Europe, but maybe not. Oh, some founders. Might be a little homeless, it looks like. Maybe we'll have to see if those are still there on the way back by the bike rack. But it's still kind of early. Like I said, it's dinner time. A lot of people are cooking. I can smell a lot of barbecue smoke. There's a lot of smoke up in the pavilion there. One of the things I always enjoy, some dive equipment there. I really enjoy all of the fun names that you get on boats, like Not Responsible. That's a good one. Nitwits. I don't, maybe there's a nautical joke. I don't get on that one. But Not Responsible, I get it. What are your guys' favorite boat names? Might as well. MC3442 UN. I don't think that's the name. That might just be the registration number. So Sabrina asks about where this race starts. This starts just at the very bottom of Lake Huron. So starts from Port Huron, races up to Mackinac. Usually takes the big boats, if they have good weather, can make it in sometimes less than 24 hours. But it's usually that 1 day mark that really draws them in. So lots and lots of folks out for a run. Looks like maybe another guy in a wetsuit up there by the Port Huron Fire Department Central Station. There's been some talk of consolidating some fire stations. Looks like a couple firefighters out on watch there. And you can hear the throaty rumble of some of the boats as they move by. At first sight, it's a nice tall looking cabin cruiser. This year's the 100th anniversary of Chris Craft, made down in Elginak. So it doesn't look like a lot of people. They're just kind of getting started. So we're still pretty early on in the night. How's it going? You know, boat night, it's boat night, not boat evening, right? So I think things really start to pick up, especially as the sun heads down. So, and things are a little spread out this year. I also like this one. I like the prow on this boat. With things being kind of as spread out as they are, there's more people who are downtown, maybe less people who are right crammed in right here. This used to be where there was some, you know, kind of beer tents, and they used to have some stuff that was more here. There was quite a bit at family night last night. If you got a chance to come see us down this way, we got to see a couple thousand kids. Lots of kids come out. Some people might be a little scared off by the overcast weather, but I have some confidence. Looks like a lot of parties across on the other side. So lots of excuses for parties down here. This area is, of course, now, you know, belongs to the college, belongs to, you know, SD4, the city marina. There used to be actually quite a bit of industry. There used to be a brewery right about here, the Christian Kern Brewery. So let's see the catamarans. I think most of the catamarans, Jason, are up the other way. At least I haven't seen any down this way. We'll get back the other way, I'm sure. I'm only going to go maybe as far as the 10th Street Bridge here. And we'll turn around and get a good look at everything on the other way. Another fun thing, I love flags. There's a great flag right there with an eagle and some, looks like some six-pointed stars. Very historic looking. Big fan of that. The Mistress, a little on the nose for a big boat, but you can see even more. Now maybe if somebody reads nautical, they can read what we've got. All of the signal flags that are heading up to that mast, and it says something. So the 10th Street Bridge here is the one that opens the least. It was rebuilt last in 1958, where it actually took basically silver medal for best new bridge of 1958. Anybody know who won basically all of the awards for best new bridge of 1958? It's another classic Michigan bridge. Maybe we'll make a loop up this way. Another great bike storage. Lots of parking down this way. Little lighthouse itself. And really good chance to get kind of a slow pan of everything that's going here. We'll take maybe part of the high road back. Get a wider picture of what's going on. Lots of pontoons. You know, I would like to see a pontoon boat class that makes its way up to Mackinac. It's probably not going to be the fastest, but they'd probably have the most fun. I don't know that much about boating, but big flat kind of barge like that seems like it gives you a stable platform for fun. Of course, a heavy presence from groups like the county sheriff, police department out. Some nights they expect close to 100,000 people at boat night when all is said and done. So that's a lot of people. You can see here's the headquarters of the Sail and Power Squadron up this way. A huge night for them, obviously, and all sailors there. How's it going? We're, well, not right now. We're just giving kind of a tour to folks all over. We're live on Facebook, so we've got people watching from all across the country, all of the festivities out at boat night. So I'll maybe have to take you up on that. Offer a steak, I don't know. This is how much I like you guys, you viewers at home, because believe me, oh boy, oh boy, what's going on here? Oh, looks like that's parked. Okay. That's a choice. So Ellie Louise asked, the oldest boat I know. So the first sailing vessel on the Great Lakes was actually Le Griffin back in 1679. That sank on its maiden voyage. It's also the oldest shipwreck on the Great Lakes, and they've never found it. Now I'm of the opinion that they probably never will, although every year they talk about finding it. Looks like some crews taking little guinea bags aboard, loading up. So you can see it's starting to fill in. I think more people are closer to downtown at this time right now, but I like even the little fishing whalers. I wonder how long that would take, well, a little boat like that to get all the way to Mackinac. Usual suspects. We've got the Makatawa Bay, so they are from over by Holland. I was there earlier this year for the Michigan Lighthouse Festival. They're kind of a gated community. Not surprising to see yachts from there, and it's a beautiful sailing place. So easy to head out from there.
Why do you have to get a haircut on your birthday?
Just Chill, the Genesis. So again, more of that throaty rumble of those big, powerful engines. I've always wanted a boat powered by a Packard engine, like a PT boat. I'm a big Packard man myself. You can ask the man who owns one. I have a 58 Packard, so I've always been, fond of them. I gotta get a shot of this. We got, looks like 2 Jack Sparrows. We have, I see a skull and crossbones. These mega yachts had better watch out. This looks, might be one of my new favorites. Let's see if they'll wave at us. They are. Avast. So they'll, the big boats better watch out. Two Jack Sparrows in one boat. See, how long would it take them to get to Mackinac? That's what I would like to know. I always kind of also enjoy, there's always a little bit of a Cold War that goes on, although maybe it's a hot war because every boat has their own sound. They have their own sound system blaring out and playing, and a lot of times it's like who can be the loudest of all of those boat systems. I also see the Nitwits. It's Nitwits 11. Have there been 10 other Nitwits? I don't know. What do you guys think? Now the Carnival was a little bit smaller this year. I understand one of the reasons that the Carnival is not quite as large in some years past. The Carnivals, I was surprised to find out, but it makes perfect sense, apparently pay the city to come here because they make so much money. Look at that. They're still here. I'll probably give it a pass for right now, but the Carnival pays. It's a great shot of McMorran Tower. You don't see from the waterfront a whole lot. The Carnival actually pays the city to come here because they make so much money. The problem is the carnivals, the bigger the carnival, the more they absolutely want to have planned every single week for basically years in advance. And so with boat night, the problem is it can move from year to year. Now, some weeks it's the first week in July, some it's the second or third. It's almost always in July. But hi, duck. Since it moves around, they have a really hard time getting a contract with a really big carnival. So sometimes they have to go with, some that are a little bit smaller. Yeah, so Heather says, some people can't walk around in person. For sure, that's what it's all about. There's People come from all over these days in an era of, you know, $5 gasoline. Can be kind of expensive to drive in, but, you know, is there anything more uniquely Port Huron than boat night? I've lived up in Mackinac, so I've seen the ends of the races. I've seen the end of the Port Huron race, which I always call the Mackinac race, but there's also the Chicago to Mackinac race. I've seen the ends of both of them. The problem is the end is never a set time. You know, if there's no wind, the boats go slow. It takes them a couple days. It goes really fast. They can get staggered if there's a big storm. You know, sometimes all the boats drop out. But everybody can at least agree on the start time. And so as a result, you can plan a big party right for the stop. Look at this. That's the way they do it. They've got a cooler and a tap built right in. More of these victory flags up the side. Looks like this boat's done pretty well. That's like, again, one of those Port Huron sounds that klaxon warning. Hi, Pooch. Hi, Pooches. Hi, Pooch. Those klaxon sounds of the bridges going up and down, they sure get a workout tonight as the boats move around. Basically open on demand, so that's a lot of up and down for all the bridges. More divers getting ready. Not for me. I don't mind swimming, but I don't know if I would be a diver. Any of you ever gone diving before? I will see if I can find any sailors. Hey Eddie, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad. About why some back in and some driving, I'm not sure. We can see the other side of the mural that I don't think I turned around to look back at, as we'll try and zip through the tunnel real fast in case we lose a signal for a brief second there again. Okay, so yes, in the comments they noted that the Chicago and Mac alternate. That's why it's not on the same date every year, and why it is so difficult to get that carnival to being able to know that schedule years and years in advance, like they like to know. I like this guy's big front windows. So here we can see again another kind of beautiful mural. Actually, I think this is like a vinyl wrap because there might be a little rip in it right there, but we can see beautiful bridges and kind of look like a sailboat heading out into Lake Huron. Like those seagulls. Those seagulls are flying fast. Little W's up there. All right, we're gonna head through the tunnel. Hopefully I don't lose the signal for too long here. We'll go quick. All right, hopefully we didn't lose it. We're back out on the other side. And a great view of the 7th Street Bridge, which is the longest single-leaf bascule bridge, I believe, in the country. Certainly in Michigan. Very, very tall single-leaf bascule. Even if you think about the Military Street Bridge, the 10th Street Bridge, they both have 2 spans. The 7th Street is the only one that has just one big long span rather than 2 that meet in the middle. How's it going? So we can see there's a whole kayak kind of dock here, and it's really starting to fill in. Lots of people. Lots of people, lots of masts. Look at all of those masts lined up. Like a regular forest. Might be kind of hard to hop on one that's out in the middle there. But we'll see. take kind of the high ground approach up this way, and we can get a better view of the river as a whole and just how many folks are out and about as we approach the Zeeb here. Just gonna finish the parking lot off here. We're doing quite a bit of work. So at least 3 or 4 deep here with all of these sailboats. From Rochester Hills, the Marmalade, that's a good name. Excellent views of the bank, both the bank of the river and of course the Huntington Bank on the river. This is a building that has been more banks than just about any other you can shake a stick at. You can also see all of the new work that they've done everywhere we're walking right here. This has been recently repaired, the seawall here. You've probably seen this going on for a while.
I love it. Yep, I do. Go back,
Now, I will take this opportunity as we get closer to the core that we are live and unfiltered. So I'm not responsible for what anybody else says, just in case. Throw that disclaimer out. Big American Eagle on the boat across the way. And lots of these speedboats.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Now, if everyone watching at home would like the true boat night experience, turn the sound way up and kind of jostle your chair around a little bit. There's, a lot of people, so kind of threading the needle through here. There's a kitty. You don't see kitties out for a walk every day. We'll head up the ramp here. Take a peek downtown and just a little bit to the north. And then there was a booth from McCullum's Orchard that had apple cider slushies, and I think there's one of those with my name on it when we're done with the little tour here. It's amazing the number of different loud music that's playing. You kind of can find a mid-zone when you can hear both of them. But here you can see lots and lots and lots of people out here. Lots of art. Really cool looking Baby Yoda. I'm digging the kind of 60s music coming from Main Street Ensemble. And it's right up my alley. And you can see all the folks down at the big craft fair that way. So that's probably why it doesn't look quite as dense as maybe it has in some years past, simply because things are a little more spread out. We'll take a peek from the top of the bridge, and then just a little bit further north, we'll see how close we can get to the yacht club. Kind of the center of gravity for this whole thing. Port Huron Yacht Club is going to be celebrating, I believe, their 100th anniversary next year, and then of course the 100th anniversary of the race the year after that. So the next couple, I imagine, are going to be some really big and special, spectacular races. So all remains to be seen exactly how they'll pull out all the stops. But lots of folks on the bridge here. You can see the new City Flats Hotel. Great place to stay. They've got 18 rooms up on the second floor. They're all finished. And let's take a peek. head up to the other side, see some of the incoming traffic. You, of course, can look down as well through the grates and see the Black River that way. It's kind of a unique experience to walk over the Military Street Bridge and see a boat passing through right beneath our very feet. So we got the Huron Lady and that iconic Père Marquette train bridge. Really sets the framing for any good boat night.
There's like a Casey Bob Shade flag,
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, how's it going?
Thanks again for your help.
Yeah.
Nice job on the radio. Thank you, man.
Anytime,
I
anytime.
watched it live.
Yeah. Well, we're sharing boat night with people from all over the country right now through the museum page. So say hello to everyone at home who couldn't make it out to boat night. And
I didn't know I was on.
well, sorry, didn't mean to. Oh, not at all. Didn't mean to make you Johnny on the spot. So. Maybe I might need a big like disclaimer to everyone now, like, hey, just heads up, I'm live. I think, if I'm known for one thing, if I've got my phone out and I'm walking around talking to myself, odds are it's going out live to you folks at home. Just a little bit more and we'll maybe wrap things up. There's quite a bit of work going on right here. Some of the oldest buildings in the downtown. Leader of the pack. Roach Bar looks pretty busy. Probably a big night for them, for sure. And here's a parrot.
Dan follows you.
Oh yeah.
He lives in California, so I had.
Well, we're sharing with folks right now, so you could be watching. I don't know. Dan from California, if you're watching,
Yeah. Okay.
say hello. We're just completing kind of a run. We went all the way down to the 10th Street Bridge and looking at some of the boats and talking a little bit about boat night. So this is next year's going to be the 100th anniversary of the yacht club, and then the year after that is the 100th of the race. So I think that's going to be a big one, right?
I didn't realize it was that long.
And it's the longest continuously running. They even ran it during World War II.
Wow, awesome. Thanks for the
So-
info.
So this is another area where the decking is all new. You can see the pictures on the Huron Lady. Loud sounds from the Fairweather Grill over there at City Flats, which I think is a great name for their floating grill. And of course in here, very busy at Wings Etc. Lots of folks that are going to have some busy times at the restaurants tonight. Great night for artists, lots of live music out there tonight. And even more masts in the water. So what do you guys think? What is your favorite part? Do you like seeing the boats? Would you go to the carnival? Would you go to the craft fair? Or is all this not for you? Would you just like kind of stay home? Are you glad to be able to watch it vicariously, through your phone or your computer? What do you guys think? I always like to make at least one loop, but I don't know if I'm a huge, stay out, party all night kind of guy. Oops, excuse me. We've got the giant chessboard over here, some more live music. And we can really see all the flags up that way, and a very crowded Port Huron Yacht Club. I don't know if my Admiral gear would be enough to get me inside, so it might be ending our journey. So there's 3 deep on top of 2. It's a lot of sailboats.
I would think it would be,
Is there any other sailboats anybody is rooting for in particular at this race? Anybody know somebody who is out racing? Step up this way. Still nice and cool with a breeze, even though it is overcast. So yeah, we hope that all the racers have a fast race, a safe race. Can be dangerous. There's a pedal pub heading around town. Another good place to take a look and see the city. Relatively new. We can see just how many folks are coming in and out of the yacht club. So yeah, there is all the boats of boat night. At least one look, give you a taste. Kind of hard, kind of indescribable. Definitely not the same as being here live, but we do what we can, right? This is kind of neat to be able to share this with folks who might be, in other states or not quite up for the long walk themselves. So hopefully you enjoyed seeing some of the boats, maybe learned a thing or two about boat night and its history here in town. Certainly the high holiday of Port Huron, to be sure. So I'm going to be heading back. If you are down here boat night or you come out a little bit later, come find us at the museum tent. I think I'll be there for much of the rest of the night. Come say hello. We'll make you a good deal on some museum merch and enjoy it. So this is truly some of the best history you're going to find in your own backyard. There's nothing more Port Huron than boat night. So until next time, again, come out and you can enjoy history in the making right here live at boat night. So we'll see you next time.